I'm Hayata Aba, in my second year of high school. Thanks to my long overhanging bangs, I've been called everything from the man who climbed out of the well to the male version of Sadako.
Apparently, if you take a photo or video of him, bad things will happen if you don't send it to someone else within 1 week.
Just listen to them. Well, them messing around with me like this is a pretty common occurrence. In the second semester, a transfer student joined our class.
I finally found you. I missed you so much.
Well, what are you doing all of a sudden? Please let go. In that moment, I could feel the shockwaves ripple through the entire classroom. I could practically hear them thinking, there's actually someone in the world whose type is the male version of Sadako? I'm sorry to interrupt your fun, Fujisaki.
Yes?
You were supposed to be doing your self-introduction.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I got too excited.
Fujisaki? Surely it's not the Fujisaki I'm thinking of.
I'm Yuna Fujisaki. The guy seated over there, Hayato Aiba, is my foster brother. We'll be getting married in the future, so please get along well with the both of us.
Why did she have to mess everything up for me with that introduction? It's needless to say that, all at once, I suddenly became the center of the class's attention. With idol-level cuteness and a few screws loose in her head, as shown by everything she just said, this was indeed my foster sister. I last met her 2 years ago, and she's completely changed since then. When she first entered the classroom, I did fleetingly think that she looked just like Yuna, but I never guessed it'd be Yuna in the flesh. Plus, I never expected that she'd be so set on following me that she transferred into my school. After that, a crowd gathered around me.
What's with this whole marriage thing, Sado?
Like I know, my name is Hayato.
Your foster sister is way too cute.
Go tell her that instead of me.
You seem pretty popular, Hayato.
Yes, well, it's mostly your fault, though.
How?
Still such an airhead. No matter how you think about it, the main cause of this commotion is you.
That's rude. I'm not an airhead. Anyway, Hayato, show me around the school later.
No way, you stand out too much.
Huh? Nobody cares.
Look, the guy who's known in the school as the male version of Sadako casually strolling around the school with the beautiful girl who just transferred in. What will people think?
Maybe that we're dating?
Like hell they will. And stop acting cute.
I can't believe I lived to see the day when you're calling me cute and beautiful.
Don't say things like that. And why is your voice getting higher and higher? Well, a lot of things happened right after she transferred in. And she drew a pretty sizable crowd during our lunch break.
Do you have a boyfriend at your previous school, Yuna? Nope, no boyfriend. I mean, I only have eyes for Hayato after all.
There she goes again. Stop saying stupid things, please.
Yuna, do you know the singer Shun Sakuragi? I'm a huge fan of his. Oh, so you're a fan of Shun Sakuragi? There's been rumors that he lives around this area.
Uh-oh, not good. I'll show you around the school now. Follow me.
Wait! You're suddenly making the first move?
Where do you want to go first?
Somewhere we can be alone.
Okay, I got it. Let's go right away. As she requested, I brought her to the back of the school building where there was no one else around.
Pushing me against the wall? You're coming on strong, Hayato.
What on earth are you trying to do, Yuna?
Huh? What do you mean?
Are you here on purpose to destroy my calm and peaceful high school life?
Hayato.
Don't just hook me out of the blue.
But I've been wanting to see you for so long, though.
Don't give me that. More importantly, what would we do if someone caught us hugging here?
It's perfectly natural for siblings to hug each other. If we tell people, it's because we're happy to see each other after such a long time.
It will still be a big deal.
Really? I don't think anyone will care.
And in the first place, who was the one that announced our future marriage to the world in her self-introduction?
Guilty. So, about that, Hayato.
But what?
As a first step, please, go out with me.
Don't even think about it.
Why?
I have my reasons.
Could you be talking about the scar on your face? I don't mind it at all. I mean, you only got it because...
Yuna, I don't want to talk about it.
I love you. The Hayato who gave his all to protect me. Enough of that. I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
I got that. Even went as far as to transfer schools after all.
But it's impossible. I'm sorry, but give it up.
Don't be like that. Just like this, I ruthlessly rejected Yuna's confession, and the reason for it was... The story begins 7 years ago. After losing both my parents in an accident, I was entrusted to our distant relatives, the Fujisakis.
Hayato, you're so good at singing.
Yeah, you think so?
You could definitely be a famous singer when you grow up.
I don't know if I'm that amazing, but if you say so, maybe I should try going for it.
Yeah, and then I'll marry you and we'll live happily ever after.
Yuna and I were really close back then. All talk of marriage aside, as Yuna's big brother, who was older than her by 1 month, I wanted to do my best to take care of her.
I'm sorry. I did all I could, but that scar might never fade.
Nah, this can't be. As a result of saving Yuna from being hit in a traffic accident, my face became horribly disfigured. At that time, even I couldn't help but think, this is the face of a monster. It was good that I had managed to save Yuna, but it wasn't long after that when people at school started talking about Yuna having a demon boyfriend. Gradually, her parents started to regret agreeing to take me in.
We'll get you a private tutor, so don't leave the house.
And you don't have to go to school anymore.
During my 3 years of middle school, I was shut up in my room and spent most of my time alone. They even stopped me from seeing Yuna, telling me that I would hurt her.
Why won't you let me see Hayato?
That's not something you have to worry about.
She's right. It's something that Hayato decided on his own.
If only I could see Yuna. But like they said, if I show her this face, I'll probably end up scarring her. As long as I stay in this room, she won't be impacted by those baseless rumors. Despite those thoughts circling in my head, I still didn't want to completely give up on myself. One day, I saw an advertisement online. This is it! It was regarding auditions for a music agency called Kanon Studios. When I read that I'd been given work without the need to show my face as long as I passed, I signed up without hesitation. After all, the only worth I had left was my voice. The voice that even Yuna had praised before. Both of Yuna's parents worked, and Yuna herself wasn't usually at home because of school. So I had lots of time to practice. I'll pass the audition and make my debut as a singer for sure. And then I can do something about this face with the money I make. My hard work paid off. I passed the audition without incident in my 2nd year of middle school and started work as a faceless singer. When I examined my circumstances to the people at Kanon Studios, they sent me all the equipment I needed to compose my own songs. As I said before, I had plenty of time by myself in the house. I single-mindedly immersed myself in my music, and finally... Is this really me?
The wound on your face had already fully healed. All I did was undo the remaining damage. This is the face you were born with.
In the winter of the 3rd year of middle school, using the money I saved up from working as a singer, I had plastic surgery to fix the scars on my face. Above all, I was happy that I could finally meet with Yuna face to face without hiding. Wanting to surprise Yuna, I returned home with my bangs combed down, wearing a mask on my face.
You went out? What would we do if a neighbor had seen you?
People around here have been hearing singing coming from a house that's supposed to be empty. You're being a bother to everyone.
We can't have you singing anymore.
They didn't let me go to school. They didn't let me meet Yuna. And now they're trying to take music away from me as well. I get it. I think it's time for me to leave this house.
Do what you want.
But stay away from Yuna.
After I somehow passed my examinations and got into high school, I left the Fujisaki house without looking back.
Why do you have to leave?
I'm sorry, Yuna. Take care.
No, don't go. Hayato! Hayato!
With this, I've lost everything I had left to lose. So the only thing I can do now is to pick myself back up and take my life back into my own hands.
Huh? You're agreeing to show your face to the public?
I am. Is that okay?
You're handsome, so I don't see any problems with it. But are you really sure?
Yes, but I'll make it so I don't expose myself to the people around me. From there, my second life as a singer, Shun Sakuragi, began. But I never thought that Yuna would transfer to my school. My face healed a long time ago. But as a famous singer with a face easily recognizable to the masses, I can't have the people at school finding out about me. Although I haven't let anyone get close to me so far, Yuna is steadily breaking down on my defenses. The fear of being exposed is giving me anxiety. If it's Yuna, maybe I should just let her in the secret? Even as I considered the possibility, I knew that the real problem was Yuna's parents. Why did they allow her to transfer schools in the first place? And what am I supposed to do now that she's found me? I think I'll be jumping the gun to tell her everything now. Let's just keep my distance. It's not that I hate Yuna or anything like that. There's simply too many things I'm hiding right now that I don't want her to catch wind of. For now, I decided to stay from her as far as possible. A week after that, when classes ended for the day, as you all know, the cultural festival is just around the corner. I'll leave it to the class committee to decide what you'll be doing. Saying that, he returned to the teacher's room, leaving us students to discuss amongst ourselves.
We should do a haunted house. I know, right? We're the perfect guy for it too.
I knew it'd turn out like this. Well, not that I mind though. Thanks to what they said, the idea of the haunted house gained popularity in the classroom, but...
I disagree.
Huh? Yuna?
And don't you think you're all being super mean to Hayato?
It was decided by majority vote, so not like you can do anything about it. And you only just transferred here anyway, Yuna.
What does that have to do with anything? The important thing is that you shouldn't be making fun of Hayato. He's actually a really cool guy, just so you know.
No matter how you look at him, all I see is a male version of Sadako.
It's not good to judge a book by its cover.
Wow, Yuna, you've got it bad. You like Hayata this much?
Yep, I love him. You think I'm afraid to admit it?
I mean, weren't you raised as siblings? Seems kinda wrong.
Like I care what you think.
Why are you going this far to defend Hayato anyway?
He saved my life in a traffic accident a long time ago. The accident left a huge scar on his face, so he was only trying to hide it. He's such a kind, hardworking, reliable guy who's been keeping all the pain to himself this entire time. To me, Hayato is the coolest man in the world. If any of you want to give him a hard time, you'll have to go through me. So, what I'm saying is...
Enough, Yuna.
Hayato, I don't care what they say about me, but I do care about you.
Breathing a sigh of exasperation, I swept my bangs back to show Yuna and everyone else my face in its entirety. See? It's all healed up.
Hayato?
Huh? That face! Isn't that Shun Sakuragi? It's him! It's the real deal!
So the reason you were hiding your face was because you didn't want to be recognized by everyone?
Even if doing this meant my real identity would be exposed, I had no regrets, because I managed to protect Yuna, who had given her all to protect me. Although it does make things a little more troublesome going forward. I'm okay with a haunted house or whatever else you want to do, but I won't let you hurt my precious little sister. Saying that, I pulled Yuna out of the classroom. Partly because it would have been awkward to continue staying there, but also because I wanted to talk to Yuna alone. That was how we found ourselves on a secluded bench in a nearby park.
As I thought, Shun Sakuragi was you all along.
Wait, you already knew?
Your singing style is pretty unique after all. Even though your voice has changed quite a lot, I knew right away. I thought maybe you'd cover your scar with makeup.
So, you mean you've known for a long time about me being a singer?
Yep, I found about Sakuragi Shun in my first year of high school. In the picture, even though there was no scar in sight, the vibe he gave off was similar to what you had been like before the accident.
I see. But how'd you find out what school I was at?
Oh, with this.
My picture? Where'd you get it from?
I was just making the rounds for some reason. I was told that something bad would happen to me if I didn't send it to someone else within a week.
Oh, right. Just think that those rumors made it all the way to another school. I want to be famous, but not that kind of famous.
I know, right? But I found out which school you went to thanks to this picture.
But did you really have to transfer schools?
Yes, I did. I wanted to be together with you.
But still, weren't your parents against this?
About that, it's a long story.
A long story. After I left the Fujisaki house, the company that Yuna's father was running went bankrupt, and the relationship between her mother and father worsened overnight. With a father who had lost all his motivation to work and her mother who was perpetually exhausted from her part-time job, the arguments were never-ending. Apparently, they were also quarreling over who would take care of Yuna. In the end, her grandmother took her in instead.
Ultimately, it kind of felt like they were arguing over who should be the one to wash their hands off of me.
That's horrible.
I'm fine, and it was nothing compared to how they treated you. I know it won't change anything now, but I'm sorry, Hayato. Because of me, you never got to go to middle school.
Don't think like that. You were the one who saved me. If you hadn't praised my singing all those years ago, the singer Shun Sakuragi wouldn't exist now. I became a singer back then mainly because I wanted to be able to see you, and I was only able to get rid of my scars thanks to that. So you don't have to worry about me anymore.
So, why didn't you try to contact me and tell me all of this?
Before I made my first appearance in front of the camera, I promised my agency that I'd find a way to keep my identity hidden.
Huh? So, what happened just now?
Oh, whatever. It somehow doesn't seem to matter anymore. My agency might get angry at me. But I'm glad that I put you first.
Hayato, I think I'm really in love with you.
I know.
I don't ever want to leave you again.
I don't think that's possible. My agency has a strict no dating rule.
But don't other performers date in secret all the time?
Shh, even if it's true, don't just say it out loud like that.
Sorry, but I see your point. You're right. If it gets out that you're dating, some of your fans might get angry. Let's do this without dating then.
Huh? Just like this? Are you sure?
Yep. I don't want to cause trouble for you at all.
If only you had that attitude when you first transferred in.
That doesn't count. I just got overly excited because I didn't think we'd be in the same class. So, as your little sister, I'll be counting on you from now on.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm saying that we can't be seen as a couple right now. But it wouldn't be weird to spend time together with your sister, right?
Huh? Well, I guess you're not wrong.
So I'll be a little sister for just a while longer.
Hayato, sorry for the way we treated you all this time. We spouted all kinds of nonsense without knowing the true situation.
I don't really care. Instead of me, you should apologize to Yuna.
We'll do that.
Maybe because of what happened with Yuna yesterday, all the guys who've been making fun of me came and apologized. On top of that, my standing in the eyes of my classmates has greatly improved. I'm now the big brother who saved his little sister from a deadly accident. The amazing guy who overcame all adversity to become a famous singer, etc. After that incident, no one in the class gave Yuna or me trouble ever again. By the way, for the cultural festival, we eventually came up with the very strange concept of a haunted house, but not really.
Ah! It's Shun Sakuragi! He's too hot to handle!
And another one bites the dust. Judging from the number of high-pitched screams and swooning girls, it was a big hit.
Even if it was just a cultural festival, I can't believe they used you like that.
Don't get mad. I was the one who told them that they could do whatever they wanted.
But still, what a waste of a good-looking guy.
Can we not talk about things that make me shy? Anyway, it turns out that my agency didn't have any problem with my identity being exposed at school. The only thing I cared about was if I caused trouble for them. As long as I took especially good care not to let it slip to the fans, they were happy to let me do whatever I want.
You know, you're not allowed to lead on any girls except me, right?
Don't worry, I wasn't really planning on leading you on either.
I'm talking about your fans. No dinner for you tonight.
Maybe I'll find some food on my way home then.
No. I was just kidding. I'll make you something delicious.
Let's go straight home then.
Okay.
The truth is, Yuna and I have started living together. With both her parents caught up in child abandonment lawsuits, she ended up being permanently adopted by her grandmother. As one of the nicest people I've ever had the pleasure of knowing, her grandmother readily agreed to our proposal of living together.
Hayato, dinner's ready.
Thanks, Yuna.
Is that your new song? What's it about?
It's sort of meant to be a song of gratitude towards a loved one.
You mean it's about me?
Let's eat now.
I'm not letting you run away from this one.
Regardless of whether we eventually become an official couple or not, I want to continue singing in the future, if only so I can keep seeing her radiant smile.